Good evening, film enthusiasts, and welcome to another episode of the Indie Film Network. I'm your host, Devin J. Williams, and tonight we're diving into the dark, twisted world of monster-filled mayhem with one of indie horror's most ambitious visionaries. We've got an incredible show lined up for you. First, I'll share my thoughts on Bad Candy, the Halloween anthology that had genre fans buzzing with its practical effects and twisted storylines. Then we'll explore the career and journey of our special guest, from music video director to horror universe builder. After a quick break, we'll welcome Scott Hansen himself to discuss his newest nightmare, DEVOUR, where vampire metal bands face off against cannibals and warlocks in a small town filled with monsters. With shooting nearly complete and distribution already secured, this is what independent horror filmmaking at its most ambitious looks like. So turn off the lights, check your doors are locked, and settle in for a night of horror talk that's sure to get your blood pumping. Speaking of Scott Hansen's distinctive horror vision, let me share my thoughts on Bad Candy, the Halloween anthology that established his unique voice in the genre and launched what's becoming a horror universe. Bad Candy is one of those Halloween gems that captured my horror-loving heart from the opening frame. The film centered around local radio station 666 FM, where host Chilly Billy, Slipknot's Corey Taylor, and Paul, Zach Galligan from Gremlins, guides us through interconnected tales of terror unfolding in the town of New Salem on Halloween night. The anthology format in Bad Candy is perfect for horror, allowing Hansen to explore multiple terrifying scenarios while keeping everything connected through the Halloween night setting and the radio DJ framework. Rather than feeling like disjointed shorts, the stories weave together into a cohesive nightmare landscape where one tale bleeds into the next. One effective segment follows a young girl with magical abilities to bring her drawings to life, creating strange, fairy-like, and demonic creatures that ultimately extract brutal revenge on her Halloween-hating father. The transformation scene where her innocent artwork becomes an instrument of supernatural vengeance showcases Hansen's understanding of how childhood innocence can twist into something disturbing and evil. Another standout sequence involved a Halloween partygoer using cheesy pickup lines on various costumed women before meeting a grisly fate in a bathroom stall. The sudden shift from light-hearted comedy to brutal violence creates real shock, with practical effects work that makes the knife attack feel serially genuine. Hansen doesn't cut away from the horror. He forces us to confront it directly, which makes these moments land with significantly more impact. What really grabbed me was how the film looks. These rich neons, deep blues, blood reds, eerie greens create this carnival nightmare vibe. Every frame was crafted with care, which isn't something you always see in indie horror. The practical effects deserve special mention, from a nightmare-inducing clown transformation to the morgue sequence where corpses reanimate. The makeup and prosthetic work demonstrates old-school craftsmanship. One particularly unsettling scene involves a woman attempting to seduce a corpse in the morgue, only for it to suddenly awaken, the effects making this moment more horrific rather than comical with its own art form. And the sound design. The film uses audio cues masterfully, sometimes subtle atmospheric creaks and whispers, other times more aggressive stingers that punctuate jump scares. The radio station's eerie broadcasts provide perfect transition between stories, with Chilly Billy and Paul delivering just the right mix of humor and foreshadowing that keeps you nervously anticipating what tale comes next. What struck me most about Bad Candy is how perfectly it captures that unique Halloween feeling. That weird mix of childlike excitement and adult dread that makes the holiday special. In my view, Hansen understands that Halloween is about more than just scares. It's about confronting our fears while still finding joy in the macabre. The film's finale brings multiple storylines together in a way that rewards attentive viewers. The reveal about the mysterious clown figures and their connection to the town's history provides a satisfying conclusion while leaving just enough mystery to linger long after the credits roll. Bottom line, Bad Candy shows that Scott Hansen really gets horror. He respects the traditions while bringing his own vision to the table. It's the kind of indie horror that keeps the genre alive and kicking. If you're in the mood for something that delivers both nostalgic throwback vibes and fresh scars, Bad Candy should be at the top of your Halloween watch list this October. Having experienced Bad Candy, it's clear why Scott Hansen has quickly established himself as a distinctive voice in independent horror. Before we bring him on to discuss his ambitious new project, DEVOUR, let me share more about the remarkable journey that brought him to this point. Scott Hansen's creative path began at the Savannah College of Art and Design, where he initially studied sequential art before discovering his passion for filmmaking. This foundation in visual storytelling and comic aesthetics is evident throughout his work, which consistently delivers striking imagery and dynamic compositions. After graduating in 2005, Scott founded Digital Thunderdome Productions and built an astonishing portfolio of over 1,100 music videos for artists ranging from Willie Nelson to Motionless in White and Sevendust. This immersion in visual music storytelling has clearly influenced his cinematic approach, with its emphasis on striking imagery, practical effects, and rhythmic editing. His horror journey began with The Possession Experiment in 2016. Starring genre icon Bill Moseley, the film secured distribution with Momentum Pictures, E1, sold to 35 countries internationally, and spent 3 weeks in iTunes Horror Top 10. That same year, he produced Bully, starring Danny Trejo, showcasing his versatility across different facets of independent filmmaking. But it was 2021's Bad Candy that truly established his distinctive horror voice. Starring Corey Taylor of Slipknot and Zach Galligan from Gremlins, the Halloween Anthology won an astounding 93 awards, including 26 Best Picture honors at festivals worldwide. This success has allowed Scott to expand his creative vision into what he calls the Bad Candy Horrorverse, a connected universe of films that includes his current project, DEVOUR. What makes Scott's approach to horror particularly compelling is his unwavering commitment to practical effects and creative design. For DEVOUR, he's collaborating with special effects master Wayne Anderson, known for his work on blockbusters like Avatar 2, Jurassic World, and Stranger Things. Together, they're creating an impressive array of monsters, including a 12-foot bat creature called Dracubus, a 13-foot minotaur, and what Scott described as the best werewolf design since Underworld. With DEVOUR already secure in distribution with Raven Banner, known for distributed films like Train to Busan, The Void, and The Sadness, Scott is positioned to take his distinctive horror vision to even wider audiences as he expands his horror universe with future installments like How the Night Receives Them and Dead Men. We'll be right back with Scott Hansen. When we return, we'll dive deep into the blood-soaked world of DEVOUR and learn how his ambitious vision is coming to life.
We got a 3-hour drive after this quick meeting.
What meeting?
I need a roadie. The ladies are, it's a lot to handle. I could use some help.
Can we eat him?
No! Do you think I like cleaning up after all of you alone? Don't tell me you're the fucking guy.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the clan, Dylan. My name's Kate.
If it ain't fucking Jerry and his, bitches.
He wanted to meet the band. If you keep eating all of our fans, who's gonna come to our shows? No. Jerry, some woman walking down the middle of the road covered in blood, that is wrong. No, Jerry!
Okay, alright.
But she doesn't have a fucking time.
No, we're gonna get the fuck out of this van.
Get out of the fucking van!
It's a cult that serves one purpose: to feed the one they call Cain.